New videos every day. Life, wisdom.
And today we're going to take a look at the center splits. Now, the splits is not something that you just wake up one morning and do. It's definitely something that you have to spend some time practicing and stretching to really get your muscles loosened up and flexible enough to achieve your full splits. So, I don't know, I'm curious. Leave some comments below, and if you have your splits, how long have you been working on it? How long did it take you to get your splits? And if you're not quite there yet, what are some of the biggest challenges that you're facing? And, if you have some helpful tips or some useful insight, leave that in the comments below so we can all help each other get better as we practice. Leave a thumbs up and favorite this video so that you can find it easily and come back and keep practicing, because it definitely takes some time and some dedication to really reach your full splits, but it's totally worth it. So before we get started, I want to take a minute and really discuss the anatomy of how the center splits really happens. So a lot of times people think you can just kind of plop down with your legs spread open and enter into your splits. But there's some anatomical things that we need to be aware of. So for example, I'll just lay down on my side so you can see. If I have my feet parallel to each other, then I just want to lift my leg out to the side. This is about my maximum range of motion because the trochanter on my hip, so this big hip bone on the outside, is actually the top of my femur bone. When I lift it up like this, the top of my femur, it runs into the top of my hip here. So it's actually physically not possible to get my leg much higher than this without giving myself a major cramp. So what do? How are we going to get our legs to split and really get into that inner thigh stretch? There's a key feature here, and that is to rotate your leg out. So this might seem obvious to some of you, but in reality, this is the key to really getting that center split action. So as I rotate my thigh open, then the trochanter of my hip moves back. So now, when I open my leg out to the side, I've got like 60% more range of motion. So this makes all the difference in the world when you're working on this center split. So we're gonna take a look here and see how that translates. But one of my very favorite ways to warm up my hips and start loosening up my inner thighs is what I call a frog pose. So it's really easy. You just lay down on your belly, and then bring the soles of your feet together and your knees open apart. So eventually your feet will come down to the floor. If your hips are still kind of tight, your feet might not come all the way down. They might be kind of lifted, and that's okay. You're still gonna get a great stretch in your inner thigh. Then you can use another little trick here. If you cross one foot on top of the other, then the weight of that leg will kind of press your bottom foot down. Just want to be sure that you switch, take turns, and spend an even amount of time on both sides. And then after you give yourself a little help, then you can bring the soles of your feet back together and work on getting both feet down at the same time. So this is a really simple stretch you can do. If you're following along with this video, you can just hang out here and stretch with me. This is a great stretch if you're watching TV on a little commercial break. You can read or study or write your friend a letter or check your email, anything you can do to pass the time here and just hang out and let your hips gradually open. It's not a lot of work on your part, and gravity does most of the job for you. So we can just hang out here for a couple more breaths. You can lay all the way down for a little bit more relaxing sensation. And then as you're ready, you'll just lift your feet up and extend your legs out. And that's just a nice gentle way to start to ease into our center split. So now I'm gonna come all the way up and we're gonna get a little bit deeper into this, one step at a time. So I'm gonna start here by bringing the soles of my feet together. Then I'll interlace my fingers underneath my foot, lift my heart up, open through my chest, and right here I'm already starting to feel a nice stretch through my inner thighs, which is what we're going for. So you can stay right here if this is enough sensation. And as you're ready to take it further, keep your chest bright and open and just start to lean your body forward. You don't have to go too far. It's just leaning forward is going to help you start to get a little stretch along the outside of your hip, as well as deepening the stretch through your inner thigh. So this is a really nice place to start warming up. To go even farther, you can start to round your spine, just folding your body all the way forward, and this is going to take you to your deepest variation of this stretch. And we'll slowly come up. And you should be starting to feel kind of loose. So we'll take this another step deeper. So here I'm just going to extend my right leg out towards the side here. So it doesn't have to be my widest stretch possible. I'm just opening my leg out towards the side. I'm getting a little sensation in my inner thigh, but it's nothing too dramatic. Now here you'll notice my thigh is rotated out. You can tell because my toes are pointed up towards the ceiling. So turn your toes up towards the sky. Take your right hand and grab a hold of your left ankle. Then with your left hand, reach up and over. So here you're getting a nice deep side body stretch. This is also giving you a little more sensation in your inner right thigh. And you can stay right here. If this is your maximum, reach through your fingertips and stretch your side body open. If you have more flexibility, you can reach all the way over and grab a hold of your right toes. Now, if you grab onto your toes, make sure that your chest is not collapsing forward. You want to keep your heart open towards the front, looking underneath your top arm. And slowly come all the way up, and with your right leg still extended to the side, start to walk your fingertips forward, folding over. Now keep your toes pointing up towards the ceiling so your thigh is still rotating open. This is going to help you get even more sensation in your inner thigh. We'll come on back up. And again, I'll bring my right foot in to meet my left, opening my knees out towards the side. And I'll extend my left leg out. So again, I'm keeping my thigh rotated open. I'm going to grab my right ankle with my left hand, then take my right fingertips and reach up and over. So here you don't have to go to your maximum to really enjoy a juicy stretch here. Just reach out through your right fingertips, and this is going to give you a great stretch along the side of your waist. But as you're ready to take it a little deeper, you can reach all the way over, grabbing for your left toes. There they are. Then you Keep turning your heart open, lifting your gaze underneath your top arm. And always remember to breathe deeply as you move deeper into your stretches and increase the sensation in your body. You want to be sure that you can maintain your deep and steady breath. And let's slowly come all the way up. And then again, we'll walk your body forward, folding down. Let's come all the way up. Now one more time, I'll just bend my left knee, bringing my feet together. Then I'll just fold forward one more time with a round spine coming all the way down. And this is just a chance for you to take a little inventory here and just notice how this feels different from the first time that you did it. You should be feeling a little bit more loose. Maybe you can fold a little bit deeper as your body is a little more stretched out. And go ahead and come all the way up. Now here we'll start to move into that split. So I'll extend my right leg out, extend my left leg out, and here I'm not going to my full potential. I'm only at about maybe 75 or 80%. So you don't have to go to your absolute edge right here and now. We're still kind of in the warm-up phase, but just taking it deeper and deeper a little at a time. So now with both legs open wide, you're getting a deep stretch through your inner thighs. This is good stuff. We can take those same actions and reach up and over with your left fingertips, reaching for your right toes. So now with both of my legs extended, I'm getting a little bit more sensation underneath my hamstrings on the underside of my legs. And it's still up close in towards my pelvis, so really working into the attachments at my hips. Keep rolling your heart open to turn your gaze underneath your top arm, keeping your chest bright. And gently come all the way up. And we'll just continue that motion, carrying your left arm or your right arm up and over to your left toes. Gently come all the way up. And again, we'll work our way down to the center, so walk your fingertips forward. Now we'll just pause here. So I have a nice long spine, my chest is lifted and reaching forward. So this is really helping me to access those inner thigh muscles, working into the attachments in my inner hip. Nice place to loosen up and relax. Send your breath down into your hips. And we'll slowly begin to fold all the way forward. So you might be able to bring your forearms down. That's plenty of stretch for you. You can stay right there. Or if you want to walk your fingertips out even more, bringing your belly closer to the earth. Just find that comfortable edge. So you find where your stretch is the deepest, but it's in a place where you can hold it for a few breaths. And slowly, as you're ready, begin to walk your hands back in towards your body, coming all the way up. So from here, you can take your stretch to your fullest, deepest opening by bringing your fingertips back behind you. Press down through your hands to shift your hips forward even more. So here, if this is your edge, wherever you find your maximum stretch, lift up through your chest, keep your thighs rotating open, and just enjoy this sensation, the fullness of your splits. And to come out of this, bring your hands back behind you, rock back on your pelvis, and start to bend your knees. So this is a nice gentle way to come out of the splits without jacking up your hips and your hip flexors there. So leaning your weight into your hands, rocking back on your pelvis gives you that freedom. Now, before we end this video, I want to show you one other way that you can really press deep into your center splits, and that's by using a wall. So you can place your feet along the wall to press your hips forward. Then the wall kind of resists against you to give you even more strength and even more stretch. So I'll flip around here and you can see how this works. So I'll use this wall by just extending my feet out along the sides and press my hips forward as close to the wall as I can. So we just really little at a time, inching your way forward. And once you find your maximum stretch, just go ahead and pause here. You can close your eyes, listen to your favorite song, focus on your breath, and just let this stretch naturally happen. Because you have the wall there to support you and give you some resistance, you can really let your muscles relax a lot, so you don't have to do so much work. And as you let your muscles relax, it becomes easier to get deeper into this stretch. And then again, as you're ready to come out, place your weight into your hands, rock back on your pelvis, and bend your knees. So you can bend your knees and walk your feet in. So I hope that these stretches are helpful for you. After following along with this video, you should feel pretty stretched out and pretty warmed up. And if you want to continue your split stretches, check out my other video that shows your front splits on the right and the left side. So you can really work on all of your splits at all angles and really improve your flexibility a lot. Don't forget to leave me some comments, you guys. It really is so awesome to hear from you and to really just get this conversation going. Helpful tips about ways that you can get into your splits and just other helpful information. It's awesome. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to learn more about me and my practice, visit my website. It's jenhillman.com. Real easy to remember. And don't forget to subscribe to Psyche Truth. You can have access to my complete library of videos. There's lots of stuff out there for your viewing pleasure. And I hope that you will take some time and browse through that library and enjoy some more stretches to help you have total body strength and flexibility. Thank you so much, you guys. I hope you'll come back and watch again soon. Enjoy and have fun.